Ryan, who's one of the co-owners of River Roots, did say that he put a special barrel in here. Cam from Drums and Dram also said that one of the three that I could pick was absolutely amazing. Hello everybody and welcome back to Cask and Points. Today we have a very exciting blind. We will be picking our very first Cask in Point barrel. So as many of you know already, River Roots has been a growing NDP that I've really been enjoying as of late. I went on my very first barrel pick with them back in November with the New Era Bourbon Club, where we picked this amazing Kentucky bourbon, 10 years, absolutely delicious Jim Beam juice there. And I've gotten very into their ryes as well. They're primarily MGP ryes and they're 12 years old and they're usually in the mid 120s proof, and I've tried about 25 of them and not a single one has been bad to me. I mean, I have found something to enjoy in every single last one of them, and some of them have been some of the best ryes I've ever had. So I'm so excited today that I was able to reach out to them and they sent me 3 samples here to pick one and to do a barrel with Cask in Point. And so today we're going to blind them. Now, I like to be a little bit bold, and so I think a lot of people, when they're doing their samples, they're going to do them on their own. Maybe they'll get to try 10, 20 different ones, they'll pick their favorite, and that's going to be that. But today we're going to compare these 3 that I have against some other things that I think are really good, and I'm going to just see how good they really are, because I could try these 3 and I could tell you that one is the best of those 3, but I don't think that really gives you all that much information, because the other 2 could just not be all that great, and it's just the best of 3 that are all kind of subpar. But I like to be bold, so we are going to be blinding it against 2 other River Roots ryes. The River Roots Naughty or Nice, I thought this was a very solid pour from them. I think of all the about 25 that I've tried, this is probably right in that middle range, so I thought it could definitely give us a very good baseline. And then I have Cupid here, the Barrel 186. This has been my favorite River Roots product that I've ever had so far, other than maybe the Crazy Malt and Quad Oak. Those are really special barrels. But for the ryes, this Cupid's been my favorite. So today we're going to blind these 3 samples against my favorite ever River Roots rye, and we actually have a little bit of a mystery pour. We have a rare character Brook Hill rye, and not only any Brook Hill rye, we have a Las Palmas, one of my favorites of all the Brook Hill ryes out there, because I thought, look, I want to pick something special, and so I'm going to give this some real competition, and we're going to find out here today. Now look, obviously one of these 3 doesn't have to win this flight for me to be super happy with it. I think if it ends up being in that Las Palmas or this Cupid, if it ends up being kind of on that caliber, I'm really happy. So I'm just hoping it at least gets into that top 3. If it's top 2, oh man, we're gonna have some nice fun here. But we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna pick a barrel here. Now, if you want to get access to this barrel, it's going to probably be about 2, maybe 3 months before it's totally available. So definitely it's going to take a little bit of time, but I will be selling it first and foremost through my Patreon. Now the Patreon's been growing very quickly. We have 4 hazmat members, 8 single barrel members, and then several bottle and bond and small batch members. So if you're not part of the Patreon, definitely go check that out down below in the comments. I will be limiting spots for the hazmat and the single barrel tiers, and they are guaranteed to get bottles of this barrel. So if you want to get into it quick, because there are only 2 spots available left in single barrel and only a couple more in hazmat. So I don't plan to open it up that much more often, so if you want to get in soon. But let's get right into it here with sample number 1. Smells great. A lot of richness on this, really nice, and a buttercream on this one. Oh wow, some really nice fruity flavors as well. Wow, really rich, dark fruity flavors, like a stewed blackberry. Wow. Oh, that's really... Can we stop it here? I hope this is one of these 3, and that's the barrel pick, and we're done. Wow, that smells really good. Oh, man. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, that's really enjoyable here. Nice caramels, nice vanilla, nice oak. So much going on. On the nose, let's try it. Wow. Very bold on the palate. Really nice richness. Definitely getting some really nice rye candy in there. That sugar cane, that seagrass, those kinds of notes on it. But a really rich vanilla, really nice fruitiness, really nice buttercream on this one. Wow, that's really good. What a start to the day. Let's take a second sip here. Wow, that's really nice. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, a lot of really nice flavors in this one. Definitely towards the late palate. And definitely a lot more on that second sip. It definitely drinks like a rye. Like, this is definitely slightly less friendly than it is on the nose. I think on that nose, bourbon drinkers can find so much that they would enjoy with this. But on that late palate, on the second sip here, maybe it's definitely opening up to a little bit more of those herbal notes, the cloves, the mint, which I actually really like. I think it adds a really nice complexity on it. But man, that nose is just ridiculous. Wow, I'll take a small third sip here before going on because those two sips were just so different. That's really interesting. Oh, but on that sip, it was much more of the fruit and the buttercream and the cherry. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. We're going to have to come back to this one. But that is really, really nice. That, just as a start, is one of the best River Roots ryes I've had. Let's go on to number 2. In the nose here, there's a lot of sweetness, a lot of vanilla, a lot of caramel. Not as complex as the first one on the nose here, not getting nearly as much fruit on it. But it is still really nice. There's still a really nice rich oakiness to it. Like almost like a dusty elm, like a really nice rich oak. Oh, that's really nice too. Let's take a sip. Interesting. It's much lighter on the palate. Wow. I mean, I would expect pretty much everything in this flight is between 124. I think the Naughty or Nice is probably the lowest. 123.68 proof. That's the lowest proof we're working with today. The highest proof is about 128.6. So, yeah, that's interesting here. Because this one doesn't drink anywhere near any of those proofs. I mean, you're looking at like 110 proof pour on this one. Honestly, kind of like a sherry focused towards that mid palate as well, kind of like a grapiness to it. Pretty off profile for a rye. Yeah, that's weird. And honestly, on the nose there, I'm also getting a little bit of those sherry notes on it, like almost like a PX sherry. Huh. I really like it. I don't like it as much as glass number 1, but I really do like it. Let's take another sip. Wow. That's just so different. Like, that's just so different. I will say, though, it is pretty mellow. And I think it's a little bit too mellow for me. I would have preferred something that gives me a little bit more boldness towards the mid palate, towards the late palate on this one. Now, I am also trying to really give my opinion on the tasting notes as we go through this because I want you guys to know how I'm thinking about these pours, how I'm thinking about these samples, because this all works of you guys trying to compare how your palates may compare to mine. And if something really stands out to you guys, that's when you go hop in the Patreon and we have some fun. But yeah, this one is interesting, but I don't know if I would put my name on this barrel. It's just a little bit too straightforward for me. Like, it's interesting, it's off profile, it doesn't taste like a rye at all, pretty much. But it's okay, I'll leave that. Let's go on to sample number 3. Oh, sample number 3 is nice. A lot of caramel, a lot of vanilla on this one. Wow. Yeah, so still not as robust as number 1. So far, number 1 on the nose, I mean, that number 1 was just... Oh man, that number 1 is nice. Oh man, I hope number 1 is one of these 3. The nice part about number 1 is it gave me that fruitiness, the butter, the cream, all this notes, but also on one of the sips gave me some really nice rye notes as well. And look, I like bourbon-friendly ryes. I tend to really enjoy the fruity, the creamy profiles when it comes to ryes because I'm more of a bourbon drinker than I'm a rye drinker. But it's also nice sometimes to remind yourself that it's a rye. And it's nice to remind yourself this is why you're not drinking a bourbon right now. This is why you're drinking a rye right now. And I know, obviously, bourbon, much more popular. I know taking a little bit of a risk doing an MGP 12-year rye as my very first barrel pick. But we're going to have some fun. Hopefully something here is going to be really special. But this one is just a little bit straightforward. It's very caramel. Very straightforward on this one. Very sweet. Not really herbal at all. Doesn't smell like a rye. Let's take a sip. Interesting. Interesting. It's pretty bold. Pretty brash on it. There's a lot of oakiness on it. Definitely got a lot more of that rye candy in the mid palate. Definitely towards the end, I got those herbal notes, the cloves, the mint, but it doesn't really give me any of the sweetness. Like, I'm okay with some cloves, some mint, some lavender, stuff like that. I'm okay with a little bit of that. But what I primarily want is bold fruit and spice. The nutmeg, the cinnamon. And on this, I get some of that on the nose, but I'm not really getting any of that fruitiness on the palate at all. This really is a rye drinker's rye. It is nice though. I mean, it's really, really nice. Okay, wow. Let's take a second sip. Yeah, that's a rye. I mean, that's just a straightforward, solid, straight shooter rye. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's very good, but I like one more. I think 2 is unique. I probably take 3 over 2 just because I like that straight shooter. I like it knows what it's doing. I think 2 is just so off profile and just way too mellow on that mid palate. Like it just kind of dies on the flavor on the second one. So right now I'm really leaning towards one. I really like sample number 1. Man, I hope we get to pick sample number 1. But let's keep going here. Maybe we'll get to pick one of these further ones as well. Sample number 4. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice. They're all good. They're all really good. I mean, honestly, like, to be completely honest, so far, 2 and 3, I just wouldn't put my name on them because of the fact that 1 exists. I think if you gave 2 and 3 to me on any random day, said this bottle's gonna be $100, $125, whatever, which is what River Roots costs, man, would I be excited. I mean, man, would I really, really be so happy about it. Yeah, that's great here. Let's take a sip. Interesting. So a lot of fruit, a lot of buttercream, a lot of that stewed blackberry. It's actually very similar to number 1 here. Wow, that's a very interesting comparison to number 1. So on the nose, I will say on the nose, number 1 is a bit fruitier. Actually, going back to it, they're very similar. I mean, that fruit is on both of them. The like stewed blackberry on it, really nice note. I mean, that's what I really like out of my ryes. Really nice cherry on there, really like that cherry candy sweetness. But that oak, the oak is really nice and robust and rich. I mean, there's like a nice sweet oak element to it. Wow, that is nice. And the vanilla, the caramel on it. Wow. Okay, I like sample number 4 a lot. I'm thinking I like it more than 2 and 3 for sure. I think with 1, it's really close. Like that is a really interesting comparison here. I could go either way. Honestly, they're tasting almost the same. Let's take another sip. Interesting. And honestly, just like number 1, on that second sip here, I get more of the rye flavors. I get more of the herbal notes. I get the nice rye candy. I really like that kind of sugarcane sweetness on it. Really, really nice here. Reminds me that it's a rye. Oh, wow. Wow, that is so, so nice. Okay, so 1 and 4 are great. Like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm hoping if I could pick either of those 2 barrels. So I'm hoping it's not just these 2 and then, you know, obviously the Brook Hill here. I'm hoping that there's one that I really, really love in this blind. Like I said, the one that I picked doesn't have to be the winner. It's cool if it's the winner. It doesn't have to be the winner, but it has to be that kind of caliber. Like, I'm comparing it against some of the best ryes I've ever had because I want to see if it's really all that good, if it can at least compete with it because, to be fair, that Brook Hill is going for $450, $500 on the secondary market, and this is going to be $125. So, yeah, that's really nice here on sample number 4. Let's take a third sip. Oh, yeah. So, very similar to the first here, where that first sip, very fruity, very creamy. Second sip, more rye. Third sip, back to that fruity, that creaminess. The stewed fruit on that one. Wow, 1 and 4 are strikingly similar here. I mean, there's almost like this kind of like dreamsicle note on it, like kind of like an orange popsicle, sweetness, vanilla, citrus on it. Oh, wow. 1 and 4 are really, really nice. Let's go on to number 5. Okay, on the nose, I'm not getting nearly as much rich oak on this one. It is good, though. I mean, it's good, it's straightforward, it's cherry. Not really giving me those stewed fruits that I really enjoy, but definitely still give me some fruitiness on this. But honestly, I'm just not really getting anything here. That's interesting. All right, let's take a sip. It's pretty straightforward. Kind of herbal. Yeah, I don't know if I love that one. It's good. It's good. It's very solid. I mean, I think just because of the existence of 1 and 4, I struggle to want to put my name on this barrel. And again, I'm just really hoping 1 or 4. If I get to pick one of those barrels, I'm a very happy man. Yeah, I mean, this one, to me, is probably better than 2 and 3. I think there's a nice richness on it. But it's just kind of straightforward. It's just kind of, here's some cherry and some herbal notes. Like, it's not really doing a million things at once. Let's take a second sip. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. It's definitely sweet. The second sip was much sweeter. Caramel candy, vanilla, a little bit of that brown sugar in there. But it doesn't really give me any of the fruit. Like, it gives me some cherry, but what I like is those stewed fruits, those really dark, the blackberries and blueberries, and that on top of already getting some of that cherry, where it gives me a little bit of that cherry, so there is some fruit in there. That's why I think it's better than sample number 3. I think 3 just didn't have any fruit in it. This at least has cherry in it. But I want more than that. I want the deeper, the darker, the richer fruits on it. That's good, though. It's good. I mean, I think if this bottle, you told me this is $100, and if it's a River Roots, I mean, it's $100. So in their gift shop, they sell bottles at $90 plus tax. So these two bottles were both out of their gift shop, and they were $90 plus tax, and $96 if you wanted to pick them up. Insane deals. For any of these bottles, $96 is an amazing deal. To do the pick, it's going to cost slightly more. It's probably going to be $125, but we'll figure that out in due time. But honestly, I mean, any of these bottles at $100 is worth it. Any of these at $125 is worth it too. I just 2 and 3, I'm just not loving them. I think this at $125, I'd also be very happy with this. I'd totally put my name on this one if I hadn't tried 1 and 4. The fact that 1 and 4 exist, and we're going to be honest, look, if 1 and 4 aren't ones that I could pick, and 6 is also something amazing, I don't know what 6 is yet. If the top 3 here are all not ones that I could choose, look, we might not do the pick, but if one of them is, I'm going to be a very happy man. Yeah, it's solid. It's straightforward. It kind of stays the same throughout all the sips. We have cherry. We have that caramel candy. We have a little bit of sweetness. We have some rye. We have some herbal notes. Solid. Let's go on to sample number 6. Oh, that nose is oaky and vanilla forward. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, wow. So it doesn't really have a ton of fruitiness on it. But the richness of the oak and the complexity of the vanilla with the brown sugar, with some molasses, with some oak on there, I mean, that's doing a lot of the sweet flavors that aren't fruit really, really well. Like, I think when you come to sweetness in whiskey, you kind of have 2 different elements. You have the fruity flavors, you have the cherry, the stewed fruit, all that kind of stuff. And then you have the vanilla, the molasses, the brown sugar. Those kinds of, they're 2 different kinds of sweetness. They're both very sweet. This is definitely leaning more into that second, that molasses, the brown sugar. That is nice. All right, let's take a sip. It's good. There's vanilla on it. There's a nice richness on it. But it's kind of flat. Okay. This one's tough. So, this one to me, better than 2 and 3, I don't like 2 and 3. I really don't know if I could put my name on 2 and 3. But I think the other 4, I could probably put my name on. This one is good. It's kind of just straightforward. It's kind of just a straight shooter on this one. It's vanilla with some rye spice, with some, cinnamon, some nutmeg. Not really any of the fruity flavors that I typically like in my ryes. Yeah, I don't really care for that all that much. This is worrying. So I was hoping we would get 4 amazing pours, and that means that necessarily one of the 3 has to be in there. But I'm kind of at the point where I like 2 really well. I like 1 and 4 really, really well. But the rest of this field... Okay, let's give 6, because the nose is really nice and really rich. In a way that I think 2, 3, 5, they're not like that. So let's take another sip here. It's good. It's actually very oaky. Like, if I had to assume the age on all of these, obviously I know that these are all 11 to 12 years. The Brook Hill's 11 years. I think the rest are 12 years. I mean, these are all 12 years, 5 months. This is, what, 12 years, and I actually heard the Naughty or Nice is like 12 years, 8 months, give or take. And then this one is 12 years, 3 months. So we're looking at all 12-year MGPs, and we're looking at different runs of these MGPs. I mean, we have like barrel 146 here, we have barrel 186 here, and then we have these three here, which all start with E. And I'm not going to mention the barrel numbers just because, I mean, when I pass on these, some other groups may be picking them, and I don't really want to influence them or River Roots business or anything like that. I'm just going to mention the number that I pick, assuming it's, honestly, at this point, 1, 4, 5, and 6 are kind of where I'm at here, are barrels that I would pick. I wouldn't pick 2 or 3, and assuming we pick something at the end of this video, I mean, I'll mention the barrel number of that, because, I mean, I'm buying it, so it doesn't matter. But let's go through it here, and let's really sit with these a little bit longer, because I really want to spend time with this. This is a review that I want to take a good time, and that I want to really spend time with you guys with. I mean, look, this is a Red Polo kind of video, all right? The Red Polo only comes out for the best videos at this point, and this is special. So let's sit with these a little bit longer. Let's go back to, let's do sample 2 and 3. Let's make sure we really don't like those. All right, so we're gonna do sample number 2 here. So this one to me was just off profile. It kind of just smelled like sherry. It still kind of just smells like sherry. It's simple. Like, it's just like a simple, like, sherry finished bourbon. And it's not bad by any means. I mean, honestly, if you give me this bottle for $90, I'm not complaining. If you gave me this half-ounce sample for, what is the math, 1/50th of $90, you're looking at $1.80 on this sample. Look, I'd pay that in a heartbeat. I mean, it's good. It's still very good. But it's all about how good it is to the rest of the field. And just kind of that grapiness, almost like a cognac finish on it. Let's take a sip here. Yeah, I don't love it. I'm going to say, if that's a River Roots rye, might be one of the worst I've had. And I've had a lot of them, and I've really enjoyed most of them, and I still enjoy that. To be clear, $90, I'd pay that for that. But I don't love it. I think it might be one that I could pick here. Maybe it is, but I'm hoping that one that I can pick is going to be a lot better than that. I'm going to rate that a 7.5. And you heard that right. We will be giving ratings here, meaning I will be rating my own pick, which is fun. And oh, look, I know a lot of people probably wouldn't do that kind of thing. I know a lot of people would say, no, like, this is my pick, and, you guys have to try it for yourselves. You guys have to see what you think. I like it. No. This is Cask and Point. We're serious. We're bold. We are going to rate our own pick, give you the number, and then those that are in the Patreon, those that want a bottle, are going to go and get to try it, and they're going to tell me. I want to know all the opinions. Look, I want to know how my palate is. I want to know if you guys agree with the palate, and we're going to have some fun. So, okay, sample number 3 here. Let's rule this one out too. It's actually not bad on the nose. Compared to 6 here, 6 is a richer oak, and there's a little bit of citrus on 6 and a little bit of vanilla on 6. But 3, honestly, isn't that different. I mean, it has some sweetness in there, but it doesn't have any of the fruitiness, which I think 6 is really like that. It has a sweetness on it, but not a fruity kind of sweetness, like a vanilla, brown sugar kind of sweetness. Let's take a sip. Yeah, I will say, it's a weird thing where, like, the front palate, it's not that flavorful. And you take a sip and you're thinking, okay, this tastes like it's 100 proof. And then you just get a flash of flavor. You get a lot of really nice flavor on it. Definitely a rye drinker's rye on that one. Caramels and a really, really nice, that sugar cane, the herbal notes on there. It's solid. I would put my name on this barrel. I think it's that good. But I think it's a rye drinker's rye. I think it has to go and pair with like a bourbon drinker's rye to really see just how different they are. But I like that barrel a lot. Let's go back to 5 and 6. I think 1 and 4 are my favorites right now. So let's check 5 and 6. Let's just see if they still are kind of in that 3rd and 4th range, which at this point means, I mean, if they are 3rd and 4th and 1 and 4 are 1 and 2, means we're going to be picking a barrel of 1, 4, 5, or 6. So let's find out here. Yeah, 5 is nice. It's nice cherry. It's really good. Oh, man. It's kind of reminiscent of one of these 2 bottles, and I'll just leave it at that. I would love to make my predictions, but look, predictions don't mean much here. It's not going to be useful to me or you guys to really give my predictions here. But I'm just going to say that one of these 2 that I've had, obviously a little bit of, I've had a couple ounces of them, Tastes really similar to this sample number 5, but let's take a sip. Solid. Solid. I mean, it's just similar to 3 with cherry. That's what it's giving you. And why wouldn't I want the cherry? Why wouldn't I want that nice little bit of fruitiness on it? And it's not a lot of cherry, but it's a little bit of cherry, and that maraschino cherry too. Like, not even just like your normal cherry, like a really deeper, richer cherry note on it. Yeah, I mean, it's just better than 3. So, yeah, I mean, 2 and 3, I don't see any reason why I would pick them. I think 5 is solid. I'd pick 5. 5 is great. But let's check 1, 4, and 6. So I will check 6 first here. Still, there's this really rich vanilla on it without any fruit on it at all. The crazy thing is, I mean, obviously one of these has to be the Brook Hill. And I don't know. I mean, 1 and 4 I like a lot. So maybe one of those is the Brook Hill. But if the Brook Hill is any one of the other 4, I mean, man, people are spending $500 for that bottle. They're getting scammed. I mean, they are just paying for a name. And look, I like Rare Character. You guys know I like Rare Character. But the secondary market on Rare Character is just a little bit ridiculous sometimes. This is nice. Let's take a sip. Okay. I like it more than 2 and 3. Do I like it more than 5? Probably, but it's close. I mean, I just really like that cherry on 5. That cherry on 5 is not, I mean, this is just not that good. Like, if I had to put it on, I don't know if I like it more than 5, actually. You know what? I might have to take this last sip here just to really be sure. But 5 right now might be the winner of these 4. Oh, I don't know. Let's take this last sip. It's good. It's just so rich. It's so rich in a way that the others aren't as rich on that oakiness. I mean, that drink's like, it could be 16 years old, that whiskey. Which isn't necessarily a pro, but it's different, and it's rich, and it's good. I'm going to say it's slightly better than glass number 5. Which is to say that now that we are in the top 3 here, I mean, look, I don't know what we get to pick. We're going to be picking the best of whatever ranks here today that we can pick. And so, I mean, at this point, we've had at least 1 or 2 that we could have chosen. But let's go on to 1 and 4 here. So, glass number 1 here. Oh, man, that's nice. That's buttercream. That's like a dreamsicle right there. That's like an orange popsicle, like a just so good. Rich fruit. I have to compare it to 4, because honestly, what I remember from 4, these are really close. Yeah, I mean, there's citrus on this, there's red fruit on this, there's plum on this, there's those darker stewed fruits that I really like on this. And on number 4 here, yeah, there's some of that. There's definitely some nice oakiness on it. Oh, man, this is a tough choice. On the nose, I give it slightly to number 1, I think. Number 4 has a richer oak to it. Number 1 has a slightly more fruit to it, but also has a rich oak. Okay. I love these 2. I hope. If we get to pick one of these 2, I'm very happy. I'm just going to say I'm very, very happy. Let's take a sip of 1. Oh, man. There's citrus on that. There's red fruit on that. There's a little bit of those herbal notes on that. Like, remind you that it's a rye, but that's a bourbon-friendly rye on that one. I mean, and there's just so much butter and cream on that one. And the stewed fruits on that one. The blackberry on that one. 4 years. Oh, wow. That's tough. Let's take a sip. So that one is oakier. I think that's your comparison here. I think you have your bolder, your fruit on this one. But at number 4, it's really oaky. Like, and that's not bad. Like, oak is good. We like oak. I like oak a lot. But it tastes older. But that is not necessarily brilliant. I mean, these are all, like, these all taste at least, 7, 8, 9 years old. Obviously, they're all at least 11 years old. I mean, both of these first 2, they taste 12 years old. But in a way that the 6th one could almost be like 15, 16 years old with that kind of rich oak on it. I think the 4th one could be older, but not in a way that it's a compliment. Like, it's not a pro. I mean, think of Knob Creek 12 versus Knob Creek 18. A lot of people take Knob Creek 12 because the oakiness on 18, yeah, it tastes older. It's not necessarily a pro. That's really tough. I'm going to have to finish these last, like, little bit that I've left here. Let's see. Sample number 4 here. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's really, really good. So I realize now I may have not given ratings to everything. So in case I haven't, so I think this is probably a 7.4, 7.6, 7.9, 8.0. I think those are our ratings. I really like these two a good bit more than 2 and 3. But I'm at like an 8.3, 8.4 for these 1 and 2. Like it's interesting just how we kind of have pairs here, and they're just totally different in level. Sample number 1 here. That one to me is it's just more interesting. It's more interesting. It gives me a nice rich oak to it, but it gives me enough rich oak. So well balanced. Vanilla, cherry. Okay, I like number 1 the most. I like number 4 the second. I'd be happy with any of these 4 though, which is to say that obviously, I mean, necessarily because 3 of them are barrels that I could pick, I think we're going to get a happy barrel here, but let's see if we ended up doing okay. So we'll check them obviously from worst to best. So glass number 2 here. Glass number 2. Let's see. Glass number 2, number 2. Still don't see. Oh, there's number 2. Okay, that is going to be... that is one of the barrels that we could have picked. Okay, so I'm not going to give the number on that one. I'm just going to say that that is barrel number 1. I wasn't too happy with that one. Okay, let's see. Sample number 3 here. 3 is going to be... Oh, that's fun. That's the Naughty or Nice. Okay, wow. So this is the Naughty or Nice. I think the Naughty or Nice is really good. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's 5th in this flight. Kind of just straightforward rye. It's herbal and yeah, I don't know. I guess I just don't love it that much. But that is to say that we have not just 1, but 2 in this top 4. So this is going to be fun. Okay, let's check glass number 5 here. Is going to be... All right, I'm just going to say barrel number 2. So that is one that I could have picked, but I chose not to pick. That's interesting. All right, so top 3 here. I'm really, really hoping that it's one of these 2. But let's see. All right, so glass number 6 here. We're hoping for something that isn't going to be one of those 3, and it is Las Palmas. Okay, wow. Okay, yeah. I mean, that record is good. I think for MSRP, which is probably like $200, close to worth it. I mean, I would pay that, but $500 in secondary market, you're crazy. But now we're between Cupid and our barrel that we could pick here. Oh wow. That's great. I'm really excited that we get to try one of these barrels. Oh wow, that is really, really, really fun. Let's check glass number 4 here, right? So glass number 4, we're hoping to see Cupid. It's Cupid. Okay, so this is a barrel that we do get to pick here. And I'm going to just say the barrel number is E103. That is awesome. Okay, wow. I mean, look, they're both great. I could have gone either way on both of them. I mean, there's just such a rich oakiness on both of them here. And I think on the day, I really could pick one or the other. But yeah, there you go. I mean, Cupid, which is my favorite River Roots rye. I mean, this barrel here, where's 103? This is 103 in here, 126.8 proof. Amazing bottle. I mean, I'm just so happy with that. Now, I will just say that Ryan, who's one of the co-owners of River Roots, did say that he put a special barrel in here as a thank you for the support on YouTube and all that. And so, I'm curious if that's 103, because wow, that barrel is just great. Oh, wow. I mean, we're picking that. I'm so happy with that. And I will also say that Cam from Drums and Drim, also his YouTube channel, if you haven't heard of it, definitely go check it out. I mean, it's a great channel. Also said that one of the 3 that I could pick was absolutely amazing, and that was barrel 103, which yeah, is pretty cool here. So anyways, yeah, so we have our barrel, we have 103 here. Very, very excited for this one. I mean, which is just so rich here. Man, I mean, that's great. That is this simple jar right here. Yeah, so again, 126.8 proof here. Wow, I'm really, really excited. Thank you so much, River Roots, for sharing. This has been a great experience so far. I'm really looking forward to picking more barrels with River Roots, and I think we're gonna have some fun here. Definitely check out the Patreon if you haven't already. That's where everything's going to be. That's where we're gonna have all of our fun. But anyways, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.